That was the first time that she's ever put her hands on me. Mind y'all, we've been friends for 3 years. We've never had an argument, barely even had disagreements. We were never aggressive or physical with each other. But the way that she grabbed me when I was talking to that young lady that I was interested in, she grabbed me up, pulled me by my arm, and was just like tugging me and pushing me out the little bar, the club that we was at. I was in shock. I literally couldn't say any words. My eyes was probably big and wide because I'm just like, wait, I'm studying looking at Dory's face, and her face is just like this serious mug. The girl that I was talking to followed us outside and she was like, yo, Star, you good? And my best friend Dory was just like, yeah, but if she wasn't, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yes, she good because she with me. She good because she was me. And I'm just like, maybe she drunk. One, I don't know if it's a trauma response or what, but sometimes I like to not really make excuses for people, but I try so hard to see where they're coming from and try so hard to be understanding, because it's like, there's no way you just doing this. Like, I have never seen no behavior like this from her before. A lot of y'all in comments like, oh, y'all must have messed around before. Maybe y'all flirted a little. Y'all, she used to call me her sister. Even when people would see us in public and mistake us as a couple, people would say, oh my God, y'all look so cute together. She would be the first, before I could even say anything, before I could even respond, she would be like, oh no, like, this is my sister, like, this is my best friend. I don't do that. I'm strictly, you know what I'm saying? She's like, that's the only thing that I want. I can't really do that. I'll leave that all to her. Like, that's not me. I don't have anything against it, but I could never be with a woman. I could never be with a girl. That was her response. Are you kind of following why I'm just so blown away? So at this point, Dory and the girl I just met in the club, they going back and forth. The girl that studied, like, asked me, she's like, hey, are you good? Like, I'm talking to you, Star. Are you good? Are you okay? She gets her phone. She tries to hand me her phone. So she's like, look, put your number in my phone. I'm going to call. I'm going to check on you, whatever. Dory is literally trying to snatch her phone out of my hand. I'm like, chill. Like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? She's like, who is this? Really, like, who is this? She don't even know you like that. Like, what's her problem? All this and all that. The security guard finally sees all the commotion. He tells them, like, look, y'all can stop that right now. Y'all can leave, or I can call the police. I'm already having a bad night. I'm not trying to do this. So instantly Dory was like, look, we're leaving now. Like, let's go. Give her her phone so, like, we can go. I gave her her phone. The girl is still at this point, she buckled the breaker. She's like, I'm going to call you. I'm going to text you. I got you locked in. I'm about to call you right now. I'm about to text you my name. Da, da, da. I'm just like, oh, brother. We walk into the car, and it's just pure silence. At this point, Dory has let go of me, and I'm just kind of looking at her. Because I'm expecting for you to explain your behavior. Why did you grab me up like that? Why was you talking to that girl like that? What's really going on? She's like, why are you looking at me like that? Don't look at me like that. I'm like, what was that? What just happened in there? You never did no stuff like that before. Are you okay? I'm thinking maybe she know the girl. Do you not like the girl? Like, what's going on? Because no way you just did all of that. Dory starts crying, and y'all, I don't know, I just feel like I'm a kind of a little sucker for crying. If I'm mad, if I'm yelling at you and you start crying, it automatically makes me feel bad. So I'm about to, I try to dial it back a little bit. I try to lower my tone. I feel like I am an aggressive talker, speaker, whatever you want to call it. So it's like, okay, I'm not trying to be on that. I'm like, yo, what's wrong? What's going on? Dory told me that she feels disrespected, and I'm like, disrespected like how? Mind y'all, we are just friends. She keeps crying. I'm like, man, Dory, I hope that's not what I think it is. Like, I hope you're not trying to low-key tell me that you like me. She's like, what? No, why would I like you? Why would I be attracted to you? You're my best friend. Dory says that she just felt like this night was supposed to be about us. Celebrating our 3-year friendship, being friends, whatever the case. And she said that she felt some type of way because she felt like I threw the night away and I instantly went out like chasing after another girl. I wasn't paying her any mind. I wasn't giving her any attention. I really wasn't into the whole fact that she was trying to celebrate a friendship that she cherished. And I know, call me delusional, but y'all, I fell for that. When she told me her reason, I instantly started feeling bad. Like, dang. She goes on to say, I tried my best to make everything, tonight about us. And I felt like your attention was never there. You was never listening to me. I would always catch you staring at that girl. I would always catch you talking about that girl. She was like, I kind of felt like you told her to come to the same club. And I'm like, no, it was just a coincidence that she ended up there. And she just kept going on and on about how she felt that I didn't appreciate the fun night that she had already planned. She's like, now I feel crazy because I got your name tatted on me. And I just felt like you're not into this friendship like I am. Well, Dory, I really do hate to be the bad news bearer, but just like this is what I'm saying in my head. Like, just from the tattoo, it kind of threw me off. I really wasn't used to, stuff. I didn't really think that was a normal thing to do. But at the same time, y'all, I did start feeling bad because I'm like, dang, this girl done got my name tattooed. She got a whole tattoo. She just took me out to a nice restaurant. We went out for drinks, stuff like that. And she feels like I don't appreciate it. And me, I try to be a very appreciative person because thank you. Because a lot of people, they don't do nothing for you. So when you come across people like Dory, I really try to let her know, like, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. We finally get in the car together and she just breaks down and starts crying. She's like, oh my God, I feel so crazy. I just got something permanent tatted on me. It's almost as if she was trying to make me feel bad. Like, genuinely, I already felt bad because I'm like, dang, you know what? I shouldn't have, made this night about the other girl. But it's like she really was trying to press the issue. I kept asking Dory, like, is there anything I can do to make this up? I do appreciate you as a friend. I do cherish our friendship. I do think that you are a great friend, etc., etc. And I'm like, so what can I do to make it up? She was like, maybe there is one thing you could do. And I was like, all right, what? She like picks her head up, looks me in my eyes, and she's coming towards my face. And I'm like, I'm getting anxious now. So I'm like, Dory, what? Like, tell me what I need to do. And she's like coming like towards my face, like my lip area. My eyes are buck wide, and hers, she has like this look like, I don't know if I'm doing it right, but like, that's how she looks. So I'm telling her like, Dory, wait, stop. Like, what are you doing? Seriously, what's going on with you? So boom, she tatted my name, and now she in the car and she's about to kiss me. I see her leaning in towards me, and all I'm trying to process is that we're just friends, so this doesn't count, right? At this point, y'all, the manipulation worked. How she made me feel, telling me I destroyed the night, I ruined our, her trying to, take me out and cherish the friendship, stuff like that. So I'm like, maybe if I let her kiss me, it'll make things better, right? So crazy, because I felt like everything was moving like in slow motion. Even though she was sitting in the driver's seat, I was sitting in the passenger seat. I felt like it took her hours to finally get right in front of my face. I closed my eyes and I perk it up, and I kind of blinking out of one eye. She's still coming, and then she kind of paused. She's like, what are you doing? You was about to kiss me? Ew, I would never kiss you. At that moment, y'all, I wanted to clap. I'm like, really? Pinky promise? You promise you don't want to? Because I've been kind of confused this whole night. She's like, come on, like, we're better than that. I don't look at you like that. I already told you. It was just a joke. I just want you to, see, look in my eyes when I tell you I really want this friendship. I cherish this friendship, and nothing and nobody will ever come in between this friendship. And I can promise you that. But I'm like, did you have to get that close to me to, fulfill your promise? I can, we in the car. We not in a loud club. I'm not standing all the way across the street. I'm right here in front of you. She's like, oh, stop playing with me. I don't ever do that. I told you I don't like girls. I don't kiss girls. I don't do none of that. It was crazy because, like, I'm hearing what she's saying, but my body, my institution, the energy is telling me something different. I felt like had I not really said something or looked a certain way, she would have laid it right on these lips, like, mwah. But I feel like I was kind of like, because I really didn't want to do it. That's when she came in and was just like, oh, I would never do that. We just friends. You tripping. I don't kiss girls type of thing. But I could be wrong. Another red flag. We leave from there. She's like, you know what? Can you drive? Because honestly, I've been drinking a lot. Which she was drinking a lot at the bar or whatever. I was asking her what that dude was talking about. Because mind y'all, she was talking to a dude. That's like a common thing. When we go outside, she usually always find a dude. A girl always usually find me. At the end of the night, we kind of laugh it over and talk about it, with each other. She's like, oh, that dude wasn't talking about nothing. I didn't care. Tonight was supposed to be just about me and you. She's like, well, we can just try again tomorrow. I end up, driving her home. Whatever the case may be, she's like, can you come in, like, just spend the night or whatever. Since you ruined the night, you owe me this. Now, us spending the night at each other's house, that's just also something that really wasn't. I mean, you spend the night at your best friend's house. Like, come on, it's not really, a thing. So I really didn't think anything of it. Immediately, I go in. I had already, had clothes over there because we be over each other's house so much. I took a shower. She has, a day bed in her room. I'm a small size, so I can fit right on the day bed. I'm laying on the day bed. She gets out the shower. She comes in, with her towel. Now, I don't know if y'all seen y'all friends with no clothes, but, I'm a female. I have female friends. Obviously, I've seen some of them, undressed. Not, they come out the shower. We all got the same thing. So it's not like I'm looking, but it's, again, she gets out the shower with her towel on, that's not something out of the ordinary, right? I remember her walking up to the day bed. I'm kind of with my back turned a little bit. I'm laying on my back, but I kind of got my head turned. But I'm kind of looking at my peripheral because for some odd reason, I really just didn't feel comfortable after the whole, I thought she was going to kiss me, her getting that close to me. So yes, I was trying to pretend like I was asleep. She was like, you sleep? And she was kind of getting her leg, kind of moving my body, shaking. I'm trying my best to hold my eyes close, but not too close because I don't want them to be jumping or whatever. She's like, wake up, you sleep, wake up. I still have my eyes closed, and then she kind of drops the towel. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe since she thinks I'm asleep, that's why she dropped the towel. I'm like, there's no way she'll just drop the towel like that because, she usually get dressed in the bathroom, to be honest with you. But sometimes, girls that can't get dressed in the bathroom, they want to come out in their room, to comfort their own home, they want to get dressed. So I hear the towel drop and hit the floor, but I'm not hearing her feet move away from me. So it's I can still feel her standing over me. At this point, y'all, my eyes are just closed because I'm just okay, I'm not sure what's going to happen. And she starts to talk to me. She's like, I really love our friendship. I really love you. And I just want you to remember nothing or nobody will ever come between us. And I'm just like, dang, in my mind, you already said that. So why are you still standing here? She dropped her towel and she's standing there with no clothes. Now, I'm pretending to be asleep. At this point, I don't even think I'm breathing because I'm not even trying to make a sound. I'm not trying to make a noise. I'm not even trying to move because I can feel her staring at me. And she keeps repeating herself you fell asleep? I can't believe you fell asleep. I'm waiting. I'm listening for her footsteps or I'm listening to feel her turn or something so that she could walk away. But she stood there for at least a minute, just kind of staring at me, steady saying like, wake up, I know you're not asleep. And I can, how like when somebody talking, if you on the phone with them, you can almost hear them smiling through the phone. I could hear her smiling. Finally, after what seemed to be like 2-3 years, she smacked her teeth like, and was like, all right, whatever, stay asleep. And she went and got in the bed. Hold on, now I'm good. When she got in the bed, I kind of waited a minute or two before I completely turned over to my side. So now my back is to her, and I open my eyes and I'm just kind of looking like, this can't be. Now remember, we was in the car and she was coming to me and I thought she was about to kiss me. She said she was just playing. She just wanted to see what I was going to do. She would never kiss me. She doesn't like girls, all this and all that. But what she just did, stand there and drop her towel, had no clothes on, it was telling me I need to wake up. That really threw me off. I didn't really even know what type of time she was on. Now for this next part, I need all my grown-ups to put y'all thinking caps on, because as I'm laying there thinking like, dang, I just felt like I should wake up and tell her like I'm ready to go home, my phone starts ringing. And I'm trying to, it's vibrating or whatever, and I'm trying to grab my phone to see who it is. As I do that, I hear Dory. She's laying in bed. My back is still turned towards her. She starts DJing. Are we there? Are you with me? All the grown-ups, she starts DJing. Now, I remember one time she told me that she had, like, she always does it. It's a thing. But I never really thought that she would have did it while I was in the room with her. It was kind of throwing me off because at first I'm like, nah, I thought it was her phone. I thought that she was watching other people do the grown up. But when, like, I feel like a TV went on commercial or it wasn't as loud, or maybe it got to a quiet part, I could hear her, DJing, like going crazy. She rocking the crowd. She really just eerie, if you know what I mean. I'm sitting there in disbelief. I can't believe, it's almost as if she forgot I was in the room, and I'm not sure how she could forget, because I'm sure she sees me laying right there on the daybed. The girl that I had just met at the club and at the restaurant too, she's basically calling, texting me, asking, hey, are you okay? Did you get home fine? Do I need to come rescue you? She's sitting there like all this little cute stuff. And for the moment, I'm like completely forget about her. I just cannot believe that Dory is doing that right here, right now. And I understand, like, because I know some of y'all gonna be like, well, you're at her house, she's in her bed, the comfort of her own home. But would y'all DJ yourself while your friend was there with you in the room? Now, mind you, like I said, we've done stuff with other people while we were both, like in the same room. But I feel like that don't count, or does it? No, it don't count. I'm not gonna let y'all tell me that it do. I don't know. I was irritated because I'm kind of feeling like she could have did that in the shower. She could have waited till I left. She didn't even have to ask. Mind you, she asked me to spend the night. And like I said, that was our kind of normal thing to do, especially on the weekends. If she's at my crib, she was like, well, I'll leave in the morning. She'll cop a couch. If I'm at her crib, I'll be like, all right, well, I don't feel like driving right now. I'll cop a couch, or the day bed, or whatever the case may be. But never has she ever did no stuff like that. Dory finally DJs herself to sleep. I guess she really had a great time. But me at the same time, I'm starting to feel uncomfortable. So I told myself, like, look, I'm about to get up and I'm about to leave. Easy squeezy, lemon peasy. I get up, I make sure I grab my wallet. I make sure I grab my keys. I'm getting my shoes in my hand because I don't want to put it on her carpet. I'm tiptoeing and I'm getting ready to go out the door. Now, me and Dory also had this thing where when we leave each other's house, if we sleep, we wake each other up and say, hey, I'm about to leave. The other person says, hey, let me know when you get home safe. All right, we got a little bestie handshake and we out. I didn't care about none of that. All I was focused on was getting home. So I'm halfway out the door. Next thing you know, I hear a voice and say, hold on, you about to leave without telling me? I look back and it's Dory.